Hello and welcome to today's video, and today we're gonna talk about 11 villains that might show up in Daredevil Born Again. I'm gonna say it right away, this list is in no particular order, and one of the characters is actually confirmed to be part of Daredevil Born Again. So with that out of the way, let's get started. The first character I want to talk about is the character Typhon Mare. Now, this character was introduced in Iron Fist, but she wasn't any good in that show. So I believe that this character is set up for a redemption in this show. And I don't mean the character is gonna be a hero in the show. I just mean that they're gonna do a better job with her. So I really think that is going to happen. Now again, I can be wrong, but I have a feeling this might happen. And seeing her go up against Daredevil will be awesome. I have no other reason to add her to this list but that reason alone. So it's that. Coming up as number 10 is Bullseye. I'm gonna say it right away, even if he doesn't show up in season 1 of Daredevil Born Again, he is going to show up in the show eventually. And the reason why I say that is because you don't bring in Daredevil into the MCU and not include Bullseye. It's that simple. I have seen the character in the Defenders universe, and I think the character was great there. I think he will be great in the MCU as well. It's really no other reason. Coming up as number 9 is Lady Bullseye. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think this character will show up in the Daredevil Born Again season 1. I'm not sure if she's gonna even show up in season 2. And most of the reason why I think that is because of the character is not that popular. I like Lady Bullseye in the comic. I would love to see her in the MCU, but I do believe it will be some time before we get to see her in the MCU. But I do believe we will see her eventually. Number 8 is Ikari. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know much about this character. Again, that is one of the reasons why I would want him in Daredevil Born Again, or in some point in the MCU. But let's be honest, he's suited for Daredevil Born Again at some point, and I could actually see him showing up. This character is a ninja. Again, I don't know much about him. I have read really little about him, and that is most of the reason why I want him to have a character I don't know that much about to show up. I feel like that has been Marvel's go-to strategy a lot of time, taking characters that is B-list, that not household name, and make them household name, and showing up characters that are not well known could be a great move from Marvel. Coming up next is a character named Mouse. I'm gonna say it right away, I don't know much about this character either. Just like the last entry on this list, I added him just because I don't know that much about him, and that is one of the reasons I wanna see him in the Daredevil Born Again. I also heard that he's more of a newer member of Daredevil's Rogues Gallery, so that is another reason for why I want him. But except for that, I'm not gonna talk much about this one. Coming up as number 6 is Lauren Cranston, aka Fair. Now this character can work really well in this show if they having been some merciless killer, some psychopath. I think that is the direction they will go with this character if he show up in the show. I have no idea if he's going to show or not, but I think that would be a great idea. And having him work for the Kingpin like a merciless killer could do well. It could show why Kingpin control so much with having people like him working for him. Kingpin may not be completely evil. I don't know what direction they're going with him. But having Mr. Fear in this show means that you can bring in more darker element. Having a merciless psychopath in Daredevil Born Again. And that is why I added him to this list. Number 5 is the character of Gladiator, and I don't mean that spaceship character. I mean the character that showed up in the Daredevil Netflix show. But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the character in that show. So if Marvel Studios do bring this character over, I hope they do him justice. Again, I'm not really gonna talk about it because I needed 11 character and I'm not that well known with all of the Daredevil villains. Coming up as number 4 is Leonard Owen, aka the Owl. Now, the Owl is a character that could be the main villain of one of the seasons of Daredevil Born Again. So I really think that this character should show up at one point. He did show up in the Netflix show, and even though I wasn't completely bad in that show, I think he could have been better. Maybe have a younger actor play him. I think the Owl should have another shot. I think this character can do well. I hope that Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige do reintroduce him into the MCU in Daredevil Born Again. Coming up as number 3 is Wild Burr. I'm gonna say it right away, just like the 2 others on this list. I don't know much about this character, and that is the reason why I would want him. Again, I like when Marvel bring in character I don't know much about and make I heard the name, I've read a little bit about him. I think he can be worked really well in Daredevil Born Again. I'm not going to go into detail on this one either. Number 2 is Tombstone. Now someone might say that this is a Spider-Man villain, but here's the thing, he can work just as well as a Daredevil villain. He is against the Kingpin is against the. He can be working for Kingpin, or he can work against Kingpin. There's really multiple ways you can use this character, but I do think bringing Tombstone into MCU is a good idea. I think the best way to bring him in is to bring him in via a Daredevil show. We all know Daredevil Born Again. I think this character will work great in that show. Again, it doesn't really matter if he's working for the Kingpin or against him. He could be a rival, he could be an ally of Kingpin, but who knows. But I think that having him and Kingpin in some sort of connection, either rivalry or partnership, could work well. I think it will be a great adversary up against Daredevil. So that is some of the reason why I would want him in Daredevil Born Again. And here the one I said was confirmed, Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. Now, do I even have to explain this one? He was going to show up in this show no matter what. So I'm not gonna talk much about him. We all are looking forward to seeing him in Daredevil Born Again. We all love this character, so there's really nothing more to say. And that's it for this video. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope to see you guys again next time.